Craig here from TEAM Bootcamp, and what I want to do in this little video is I'm going to talk a little bit about a new bit of technology that we're using at TEAM Bootcamp to really help motivate the clients and to make you more accountable so we can see exactly what you're doing during the sessions, which I hope I'm right in thinking that we're the only bootcamp that uses these different bits of kit just to see what's going on and make sure everyone's working to the best of their ability, really. Okay, and what I'm talking about here is the little Fitbit trackers. Okay, so there's two types we use. We've got the Fitbit 1 for people that don't have smartphones. There are people out there who don't have smartphones and stuff because they can track all the calories and everything on the screen. They don't have to have a smartphone. And then there's also the Fitbit Flex that we use, which is just worn as a bracelet on the non-dominant hand. All right, and that does all the tracking there, and you can view what's going on in your smartphone or your iPad or whatever. Okay, so basically what we use them for is, like I said, we get them on every client. Every client gets one. They have their own sort of unique account, and they can look at their dashboard and see what's going on. It basically tracks the number of steps you take, all right, and then it estimates roughly how many calories that you burn, making them steps. But more interesting to us is it tracks your sleep, okay, how sort of restless you are in your sleep and if you're awake and what have you. And we can see how much of a block of sleep you're getting, because remember that it's during this period of rest that your body heals, gets fitter, faster, stronger and all that kind of stuff, alright? So don't see it as sleeping, see it as healing. Okay, and we wanted to be able to track this and see how much healing was going on each night, alright? Now I know at previous boot camps sleep has been something that's a bit of a rare thing, because the rooms aren't always optimised for rest, and there's bloody cockerels crowing and all that kind of stuff. But for us it's something we really wanted to concentrate on, so we wanted to be able to track this sleep. So basically we got these Fitbits, and basically what we look for, if I say basically again I'll punch myself in the face, but what we look for is blocks of up to 4 hours sleep, okay, because it's in that 4 hour period where the body goes through a full REM cycle, and that's the very best healing that it can go through, roughly, okay, slightly different for different people, and that's pretty much what we look for. And if there's people that are not getting them 4 hour blocks, or they're struggling, their sleep's disrupted, then we'll look at it, we'll cut out caffeine, we'll cut out other stimulants, we'll reduce, we'll make sure they're doing stress and meditation management techniques before they go to bed and all that kind of stuff, to make sure they're getting the very best sleep they can. So that's what we use it for. We also use it to manage people's expectations, because quite often people say to us, well, I'm working 100% and all this kind of stuff, and then they get on the scales, they get measured at the end of the week, and it's considerably less than the person next to them. But by having a look at their Fitbit, we can see, well, that person there who's lost perhaps more weight than you has done this much more work, or these many more steps, or whatever, and we can manage people's expectations a lot better. What the client thinks, well, the clients think that they're very motivating, because they can see exactly what's going on, and basically with the number of steps, one day you might get 10,000-15,000 steps or whatever. The next day you kind of want to beat that a little bit, all right? So you have a little bit of competition with yourself, and you can also compare it to the people that are around you, and it is very, very motivating and quite interesting when you're seeing what's going on. It also makes people's sleep accountable to themselves, all right? So they can look at their own sleep and think, oh, I need to work on this, or perhaps go to bed a little bit earlier and whatever. So they're quite educating in what they do. So the clients are chuffed to bits with them. Good points, well, they're relatively simple to use. Once you get your head around it, it's dead easy. It's just basically like a toggle system where you tap it to put it into sleep mode, tap it to put it into active mode. You don't really need to do a great deal more. They're very effective in what they do, or for what we use it for. There are some limitations I'll talk about in a minute, but they're quite effective in what they do. Incredibly motivating for not only the trainers and the staff, but especially the clients as well. And the ability to track sleep is absolutely fantastic. It really is. It's a great little capability that we use quite a lot. Bad points then. It's not that easy to check the battery power. So sometimes we've had it before where the battery power's died and someone's lost the data for that training session or whatever, and it just kind of winds people up because they know they've trained hard and that data is not part of their dashboard. And another thing they don't do is they don't monitor static exercise very well. So if you're doing resistance training with the kettlebells, the bars, the weights, all that kind of stuff, the excess calories you burn from lifting them extra bits of weight is not measured. It's just literally the footsteps. Okay, so if you're doing lots of boxing and all this kind of stuff, it's not an accurate indication of how many calories you're burning. That's quite a serious bad point, and if they could sort of include a heart rate monitor to make it a little bit better or whatever, then that'd make it fantastic. But that's what it is. But it's simple, it's simple enough and easy enough and robust enough for us to use at Bootcamp. So all in all, fantastic bit of kit, which is really making a difference here at TEAM Bootcamp. So if you want to get one of these, there's a little link at the bottom of the website. You'll find it in the footer, a little advert down there. You can click on that and find it. They range between sort of 69 and 89.99. Okay, so they're not a cheap bit of kit, but they are incredibly motivating, a lot less than many other products that are similar to this on the market. So I do encourage you to get them. If not, when you get to Bootcamp, you will get a chance to try it. So hopefully we'll see you there one day. Okay.